Hey guys, PipeCat here. Today I wanted to talk about Comoys of London Cask Number 4, otherwise known as Standfast Navy. Um, this is a flake tobacco. It is Virginia and Perique, and I tried it for the first time today. I thought I'd share my thoughts with you about it. It is like most vapors, as they call them. This one has that sort of hay note to it that you expect from the Virginia tobacco. Um, I will compare it to something like Dunhill Flake, except this one has a little bit more of a citrus note to it, almost like a lemony citrus. It's a not sweet citrus kind of thing, which is pleasant. And my first impressions are that you do need to dry it out a little bit. I rubbed it out before I put it in the bowl there, let it dry out for about a half an hour, and I found that still wasn't quite enough to dry it out. I should have waited a little bit longer because it really juiced up the pipe bowl quite a bit. But still, before that happened, it's a very pleasant smoke. I found it a little strong. It is, you can feel the nicotine in it, and it is a strong flavored tobacco. The room note that I got out of this, as you know, it's hard to judge room note when you're actually smoking something. But before I had too many drags on it, I just kind of sat back, took in what the room was doing with it, and it seemed to be fairly pleasant. It's not what you would call aromatic, but it was nice. The tin note is very very citrusy. It almost hits your nose like a grapefruit kind of. I guess that's what they mean when they say that it has that fruity overtone. But I don't taste or smell that sort of plumminess or whatever they use to refer to Perique with. The flavor is where it's at with this one. You do kind of get that hay thing going on like you would expect. But interestingly, the Perique gives this one quite a bit of pepper. You can catch the pepper. And ironically, it also kind of has a saltiness to it. So salt and pepper. The salt is sort of an afternote that comes when you've had a good drag of this, and you wait a second, you think about it. You can kind of feel that saltiness hit the back of your tongue. It's actually very pleasant. So my first impression of Comoys of London's Cask Number 4 is that it's very good. It is stronger than Dunhill Flake. I haven't tried a whole lot of other flake tobaccos yet, but of the first two vapor flakes that I've tried, I might say that I prefer Dunhill only by a margin, a small margin, because it just is a little bit fresher and a little bit sweeter. This one is for someone who has, Comoys is for someone who has less of a sweet tooth and is going for honest, Virginia tobacco with Perique in it without it being sweet. It has a sweetness, but it's not about being sweet. So I would say that Cask Number 4 is a pretty good choice. You can get it in bulk. I know that. I actually bought it in bulk. This is just a picture of the tin. But that's all I wanted to talk about today was Comoy's Cask Number 4. Go out and get yourself some of that. Give it a shot. It is very much a gentleman's smoke, just like the tin says. Like I always say, please do not make your smoking a habit. Experience this for fun, once in a while. Put it down longer than you pick it up. And I'll talk to you soon.